Quad 66.
And Captain Ryder here.
And what are we doing today, Ryder?
Well, we're announcing a new Quad 66 website instead of the good old Armatan.
Yeah, so this is a digital shop.
Yes.
And I'm calling it a digital shop because everything we are selling, or stuff that we are not selling, because there's free stuff too, is digital. That may change, but for right now it's digital.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this is on Ko-fi, and so it's easy to find. Ko-fi-quad66/shop. And I've got it arranged to where it's a mix of stuff. So some of it's the design files, and those are for purchase. Or there's also the diffs that I have. There's also some tuning videos and things like that. There's also a couple of like Easter eggs thrown up on here with a couple of like free frame designs that are little prototype frame designs. But the things I wanted to do is I wanted to put this all in one place, where I wanted the frames in one place. I also wanted a place where I could pool the YouTube videos that aren't just like, you know, the regular updates, but kind of the stuff about tuning or building zip tie canopy, and put it all in one place.
Yeah.
And so I've got it organized here where you can go and pick kind of what you want. So if you want to just see all the frame design files, you just click that tab and you can see the frame design files.
These are just frames.
Yep. So not the actual frame, but the design file. So you can go and take this file and you can get it cut. So I usually use CNC Madness out of Canada.
Yes.
They do a pretty good job. It's pretty quick shipping. And so you can also look at it by size. So if you want to do 3-inch, you can see that you've got the frame options here. You'll also have a couple of the diffs that I have off of here. So some things to know, or I guess let me go through the rest of the things that I have on here. So I've got those. So videos. These are just the videos from YouTube, but they are linked in here. You can click on here, or you can take the redirect to YouTube. And I think that covers the stuff that's on here, the tuning, and then, okay, the diffs are all in one place too. And then the videos for like how to build zip tie canopy and things like that.
Yes.
So some things to know about this. On these, so if you're going to go and buy one, you can actually set your price. So it's a minimum price of $6, which is, I don't know, it's hard to figure out like what a good price is, because at the one hand, it's kind of expensive that I'm selling you this for $6 and you get no frame out of it yet. On the flip side, I'm also totally giving away the IP where you can go and you can get this frame cut like 4 or 5 times. So, I don't know. I
think it's a decent price.
Decent price. So the way I did it, it's in line with Quad 66.
Yes.
So I picked $6 because it's Quad 66.
Yeah.
So when you go and you buy these, if you feel like the design is worth more and you want to contribute more, and I'll tell you what we're going to do with the cash if you do contribute more, but if you want to put in more there, you can.
Yes.
And so you can up the price if you wanted to. But in these, you know, kind of have the quick description of what the frame is.
Mm-hmm.
And as I have more time, I'm going to do more like make sure I have a video for each frame. Throw some pictures on there too. But so that's the way you can do it. So when you buy this, then what happens is, and I'll show you actually on a free one. So I'm gonna go get a free one here.
Buy a frame for your own self.
So when you actually get this, so I'm just gonna use this example. So yeah, 0, got it. Okay, so I get it now, and what that happens is you can go ahead and check out. So you need to put in your email address. Let's do it. I don't know.
Just make it quick.
There we go. We got it. So then once you buy it, then you can actually go ahead and download your content. And then once you have that, you can use that to go and get it cut.
And it'll send it right to your Gmail. Right?
Well, it just downloads straight onto your computer. Yeah. So it's pretty easy, very little hassle, and it makes me happy when I see that you download it too, because I get this little thing that pops up, and I can kind of keep track of, you know, so if you bought it or if you got a free one. So those are the frame design files. And then on what I'm going to have here too is I'm going to have some of the prototypes, so some of the stuff that I'm working on. And these are kind of the ones I want to throw on here. This is sort of like a promotional thing. So Newbie Drone has been doing this, I think they call it like their Mosquito or something. And
Yeah, I think,
it's that little Whoop
yes.
open prop build.
It looks like a turtle.
Yeah, the frame, good job, Newbie Drone. I like
Good
it,
job.
but yeah, it looks like a turtle that got run over by a car, and
Yes.
it's just not. When you look at it from an engineering perspective, and I'm not even an engineer, but when you look at it from an engineering perspective, it's just not optimized.
It's
So I did a couple.
Yeah.
I brought back the Whoopster. I did it in the 75 millimeter, so that's going to be the fit if you want to do a conversion with 40 millimeter props.
basically if you want to make a whoop with no ducks.
Exactly. Yeah, Whoop with no ducts. And then I also brought back the 90, and so this is the one that you can go up to the 55 millimeter Afunta props. I'm also curious to do some builds with that, with like 1102s and the Gemfan 2032 props. But these are intended to be super light, intended primarily to be built with the 0802 motors, or if you can still find them, I highly recommend the 0803s that Hoppy model put out. Those were, it's a lot more fun than the 0802. But anyways, I digress.
How about we show about the about? Like what?
The about? Well, let me
Yeah.
finish these and then I'll go through the about. So those are the frame design files, and you can see that we've got them 2.5 inch, 2
Yes.
inch, 3 inch. And then also when you go in these categories, you can see that if there's a diff for it too, like if I did a diff, that's there too. So you can see here all the diffs. So with these, this is going to be the same deal where you need to buy it for $0, and then, or if you want to pay for it, fantastic, do that. And then you'll download it like I did before. With all these diffs, I'm just letting you know, please go through this and see, pull out stuff that you don't need, because I'm literally pulling these off of my quads, and so if your motor layout is different or if your VTX table is different, don't just go cutting and pasting the whole thing. Use the parts that you need.
I do like that you can actually now purchase our tunes. I think that's cool.
Yeah,
Just
if you
if
want
you-
it, if you want to. You don't
Yeah.
have to. It can be free.
If you want the idea of what a Quad 66 tune would look like,
Yep.
well, it's right here.
And so same thing, with the videos. This gives you a chance that if you do want to support Quad 66, you can buy it. You don't have to. Again, it's right there. It's off of YouTube. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's there. So those are the tuning ones. So the build ones, I've got how to build the zip tie canopies. Also have a quick tutorial on changing board orientation. And what else we got? I think that covers this stuff. So
Yes.
let's go to about. So what am I doing? I don't have any. So if you're here, you found you're at the ends of the internet. Like, we don't have a huge audience, pretty decent sized audience, but not huge. But what I do think that we can potentially do is, by selling the frames and things like that, I think we can generate enough money to where we can do these little projects. So my current one is doing this 1103 motor shootout. So I've really been liking the Gemfan 2512 props on 2S, and I really want to figure out what's the best motor, what's the motor I can recommend for it. To do that though, to me it's a two-stage process. The first stage of that process is buying two motors, sending them over to Carl Pablo, having him do the thrust testing and the response testing so we get the objective data. From that, picking the winners, and then actually building it up on a couple quads and flight testing those.
So basically, that's our goal
Correct.
for our money right now.
Yep, so our current goal. So the current one, so I set a goal of this of $80 because that's enough to at least get that first layer of buying two of each of these motors. I have a bunch of them already, but I kind of went through. I want to get two of these, get them sent over to Carl for the testing, get that done, and then whatever motors I think are the best, I'll just buy them and flight test them myself, because at that point in time I don't feel bad spending my own money for stuff that I want to use anyways. But what we'll do is, once we reach a goal, we'll try and make sure we get it done pretty quick, and once we get one done, then we'll pop up a new goal. In terms of goals, please, 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 if there's something you want to see us do, let me know, because I'm happy to. Well, one, I need ideas of stuff
Yes.
to do. like we did that what next drone where we gave some options.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of nice because people got to vote, and then we did it. And so I see the same thing here where people let us know what they want to do, and we vote. All right, until next time, cheers.
Wait, what about this donation thing?